Hey YouTube, I'm the Canadian Zangief, and welcome to another pickup video. What I'm going over today is going to be stuff I picked up over the last 2 or 3 weeks. That includes a trip to Grand Forks, some pawn shops, B&P, some thrift stores, and some trades with some friends, and you know, that kind of deal. So I'm going to start off with, I got this from my wife, and she got it from her friend, and she ended up getting it for free. We played it together a little bit, and it's alright, you know. I'm happy to add it to the collection. That's Harvest Moon, Magical Melodies for Wii, complete. It's not bad, it's good to have. So, leading up to a couple weeks ago, we had a barbecue at Thriftdweller Nate's place, and that was also including Ian Beardman and Rivercity Pickups, Ed, and Max. And on the way there, I ended up stopping at P&P Games and picked up this Gaia 2 for the PSP. 20 bucks. It's worth a little bit more than that, so I got a good price on it, but I've been actually looking for it for a while. It's the only one in the series I haven't really played, and you know, it seems pretty awesome so far. So when we were at this barbecue, I reminded Nate that he owed me a game for completing his Bart Versus on the NES, Versus the World I gave him, I believe. And I finished his set. He's got, you know, Radioactive Man and the World and Space Mutants now. And I picked up Smash TV for the NES off him. You know, I've always loved this game. I remember playing it tons and tons at my friend Jeff's place when I was younger. It's good. Also, before that, I did a trade with Ed, River City Pickups, and I gave him my repo copy of Mega Man Wily Wars, and he ended up giving me this, Wonder Boy in Monster World. It's a good title. And there was actually a little bit of confusion with the other game he gave me. I thought he was going to give me Kid Chameleon, but I must have misheard him, and he ended up giving me Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle. It's also good, but I went out and went to print out custom covers, and I didn't realize it was this game, so I printed out a Kid Chameleon cover. So I guess I'm looking for a Kid Chameleon copy now to put in that case, and I'll have to make one up for this one. Both are great games, and I'm totally happy with that trade. Before I went to Grand Forks, I stopped in at a couple garage sales, and you know, a couple garage sales and a couple pawn shops. So the first thing I grabbed, this was 2 weeks ago, I think, is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I think I got it for like $5. It's kind of like a run and gun, which is weird for a Batman series, and it's co-op, so I think it's way better than the Super Nintendo version. I also picked up 2 Xbox games. They were loose, but I got them both for a total of $5, and that's Zone of Enders HD Collection. I had completely forgotten how good the Zone of Enders series actually is. I've been playing it like every night for the last few nights, and I just can't put it down. Part of the fact, I guess, because it's a quick playthrough. I beat the first game in like 4 hours, and I'm almost done the second one, and I'm somewhere 3.5 hours. So I don't have tons of time to actually sit and like plug away into games too much lately, so it was great for that reason. The other one, not so much, but I've wanted to grab it for a while. I've had it and I've played it before. I've just lost it at some point, and that's Oblivion Elder Scrolls 4. What can you say? If you love Skyrim, Morrowind, you know, you gotta have it with it, and I have the other 2 copies. So the other, what I got here, I ended up getting this as a lot for like 20 bucks, and that's Mario Land 3, Wario Land for the Game Boy. I love this game, and I'm still looking for the second one to complete the 3. I know the third one's the best, and the second one's the best, but this one's good. I got a complete in box Tenchu 2. Now obviously this is not the box, but it fits nicer in my shelving. But I do have the rest of the box inside of there just to keep it. Unless somebody I know wants it, then I pass it on to them, because as most people know, I don't do CIB. Also got Beautiful Joe complete for the GameCube. And Beautiful Joe 2 complete for the GameCube. Decent little side scrollers. They were recommended to me years ago by a friend of mine, and I never had the opportunity. And I sat down and tried them, and they're actually really good. In the age when the 2D, you know, side scroller was going out, you know, this tried to bring it back, and I think it did. I also got Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron 3. I'm kind of undecided on this one. It's complete in box. I played it for a bit, and I've played the Super NES Rogue Squadron. That one was great, but it's a little bit dated, I think, and the controls feel a little off. Maybe I'm just not a flight sim guy. I don't know. I'll give it another try later and see if I can get something out of it. And the last of that lot, I picked up Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the original one for the GameCube. I like the Crystal Chronicles saga, like through all systems that it's been in, to a certain degree. You know, it's not your classic Final Fantasy role-playing game, but it's kind of a hybrid action-y kind of RPG, and it's not bad. Low doses, in my opinion. I kind of get sick of it after playing it for about an hour or so, and then I gotta put it down. But it's fun to come back to. So moving on to my trip to Grand Forks. I got some great deals. The economy down in Grand Forks right now seems to be kind of low, so the pawn shops are just ripe for the picking because they just want a sale. So I went into this one pawn shop. I can't remember the name of it, and I was looking through the games, and the sales clerk goes up to me behind and says, "Hey, just pick out whatever you need and make me an offer." And, you know, I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." He's trying to push the sale, okay. So I pick up a handful of games, and I turn to my wife and I was like, "I'm gonna offer him $20." And it's like, "No, you're gonna insult him." I was like, "I'll just do it anyways, just because I feel like being cheap." And sure enough, he took $20, you know, shocking me and my wife, and maybe I should have offered him 15, but I think that might have been testing the waters a little bit too much. But I got God Eater Burst for the PSP. It's complete, but I've already switched over to my own custom casing. Really surprised by that game. It's kind of like Monster Hunter, but with like an anime kind of skin to it. Really, really fun. It hasn't come over too much to North America. It's more of a Japanese kind of style. But I'm hoping that they do release God Eater 3 for the Vita. That would be sweet. Picked up also in that lot for $20. Super Pro-Am with the manual for the Game Boy Advance. Solid little race game. You know, I actually got the NES version from a friend of mine, Alan, and I'm probably not going to keep this one. I'm probably going to trade it. But yeah. Now this is a double for me, but they threw it in anyways because it was super cheap. Donkey Kong Country for Game Boy Color. Solid game. I'm always surprised that they're actually able to put that into a Game Boy game. It's like always a little lower res than the Super NES version, but it's really high quality for a Game Boy game, like a regular Game Boy. I also got part of that lot, Mario Superstar Baseball complete. You know, you can't go wrong with Mario sports games. They're always fun, and they're like a cut above the rest of the regular sports game in my opinion. And the last in that lot was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. Complete. once again, Crystal Chronicles, I'm a fan of it. It's a good game series. But yeah, all that for $20. Like, I was an outstanding deal. I probably should have tried to get more off of them after I realized he was so desperate to actually move stuff. Then went to another pawn shop directly after that, and I picked up Shatterhand. Yes, I'm very happy about that, for $16 plus tax. They had it marked for I think it was 26, and at that exact moment I only had like $18 in my wallet, and I said, well, would you do this? And then I showed him how much money I had in my wallet. He's okay, I'll take it. So yeah, they're desperate for money down there. Sweet, sweet game. I was playing it at Nate's a few weeks ago, and it just renewed my drive to pick it up, so it just worked out perfectly. The thing I'm happy about the most about my trip to Grand Forks, I know in my intro video when I'm panning my games, it's already there, but it's actually empty because it's one of my primary wants that I've wanted to complete for a while. And now it's finally complete. Mega Man 6. That completes my 1 to 6 Mega Man NES series. I am so happy to have that. I've been waiting on 6 for so long, it seems, and I just haven't got it for the right price. Oh yeah, I got it for $35. It's not like a garage sale price or anything, but that's about the lowest I can find it, that you can find it retail, really. And even then, I don't even think you can find it that low. That's like a super incredibly lucky eBay price, even like on auction. But that's it for now that I've gotten. I made out pretty good the last couple of weeks, and we got some more that I've gotten in this time period, but it's going to be a different video set, just as a little bit of a taste. Me, Thriftdweller Nate, and Thriftdweller Ian Beardman, and Rivercity Pickups Ed and Max, we all went together and we bought a giant box of Famicom games, and we did like a Famicom draft party. That was the point of the barbecue I was referring to earlier. And we're going to be doing a feature 3-part episode between each channel with little previews and everything, so you'll get the full amount that we were able to get together. We'll have to get Ian and Nate to make a video together. Normally, it doesn't always, not in every video, but we have to get the full 104 titles that we were able to get together and maybe do a little clips of them start to beginning. It was super fun, and I'm excited to do the videos for it and to do something like this with those guys again. But that's it for now. I'm the Canadian Zangief, and we'll see you later. Cheers.